Hello, my name is Anne. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we'll be having a very beautiful conversation around feeling stuck. Have you ever been in a situation where it looks like no matter how hard you try, there just seems to be something in the way, getting in the way of you making significant progress in a particular area of your life? I have been there and I know how frustrating this can be for so many people. And this is why I have created this video for you today, to help you begin to look at your life, examine your life, and see those areas that may be serving as blockages or hindrances to your moving forward. The first thing we'll be talking about is mindsets. If there is one thing you hear me say a lot on this channel or talk about a lot on this channel, it is mindsets. And this is because I believe that for every area of your life, there is always a thought pattern fueling that area that stems from a mindset that you have, whether or not you are aware of it. For your mindset, you need to begin to pay attention to the thoughts you think in line with that area and where those thoughts may have come from. Then find a way to replace those thoughts. So I'll give you a very vivid example. I remember working in a particular industry for about 2 years plus, or two and a half years of my life. And I was in a male-dominated environment where it looks like I was always being taken for granted. For so long, it was like I was just there, not really giving my best or not giving much because I was not given the opportunity. After a while, I began to really feel that I had no value to give or nothing to offer in the workplace. And I began to believe that I really had no value to give. I began to think that I actually did not have any useful contribution to give in the workplace. Right. And it took me getting out of that environment to really begin to understand and see that I had these mindsets or these thought patterns that were fueling my work. And even when I got out of that opportunity and came into a different opportunity, it was looking like there was still something missing. I was not able to make as much progress as I wanted to make. And I remember one particular day I was journaling, and I started to see that there were mindsets that I had formed as a result of the experience I had in my former place of work that I had to let go of. Thoughts that I had to stop thinking, and I had to find new replacements for those thoughts. So rather than think that I had no value to add and I had nothing to give, I began to tell myself that whatever environment I found myself was an environment where I would give value. For some of us, past experiences or past pain or past hurt may have put us in situations in certain areas where we are believing differently than we should believe. For some people, you are finding struggles in your marriage and in your relationship mainly because you saw your parents had struggles in their own relationships and their marriage. And so you sort of grew in that atmosphere where mindsets were handed down to you. And if you don't do the work to get rid of that mindset and replace your thoughts with new thoughts, you find out that you will never be able to make progress in that area of your life. The second point I want us to speak about a little is taking responsibility and having control, understanding that you have the control. Because for many people, they feel very helpless already. Because of these mindsets and these thought patterns that they already have, they have believed that they have no value to give. They believe that they cannot show up as their best self in relationships because of their past experiences. But I need you to understand that you actually have the responsibility to getting out of that place and becoming unstuck. The question for you now is, how can I take responsibility for this area of my life? What are the things I can begin to do differently that would cause different outcomes for me in this particular area? For me, I examined my career life and I found that there was a certain level of work that I had not put into my growth because I had let those mindsets stand in the way of my making progress for a long time. And so it took getting back on that journey where I had to begin to purposely develop myself as the value that I believed myself to be. So for you, it might be that you need to start paying more attention to your relationships. You need to start asking yourself, how can I take responsibility to make this area of my life different? What are the things that I can begin to do? How can I make friends, or how can I make myself more friendly in order to attract the kind of friends that I need? It may be any area for you that would need this work or this feeling of being unstuck. It may be a different area for you that needs this work, but at the end of the day, you just need to ask yourself, in what areas of my life do I feel stuck? And how can I take responsibility of coming out of that place? Now that you've done the work required for your mind and you have realized that you have control and you can take responsibility for this area of your life, the next thing I want us to talk about is vision. At the end of the day, if there is no vision guiding that area of your life, find out that you will never be able to make significant progress. And it means that you need to begin to set goals intentionally in that area. But the vision is important because the vision will guide the goal setting. So when you look at this area of your life, what vision do you have for that particular area? For me, when it came to my career, I realized that I wanted a situation where I would give value and I would have the capacity to give that value. That was the vision that I had. For any environment that I would step into, I had to be able to give value at a certain level. And it helped me develop a plan for my career growth that guided or still guides my journey till today. The next point I want to speak about is teachers. And this covers coaches, mentors, guardians, or people that God has placed around you to make your journey easier. When you are able to create that vision, or you're able to catch a vision for what that area of your life requires, most times God will start to bring people your way that look like the prototype of that vision for that area. And it's not the time for you to start to farm them or try to get in their DMs. This is the time for you to sit down and put in the work required to serve them, to learn from them, and to make sure that you're getting as much from their lives as you can for that area of your life. I cannot stress how important teachers are. They help you shorten the journey, and you find out that you're not walking as long a distance as you should have walked if you were walking alone. So in this video, we've covered 4 points that can help you begin to feel unstuck. The first point is mindset. Reconditioning yourself to think new thoughts and have new thought patterns. The second point is taking responsibility and understanding that you have control. Number 3, vision. Being able to see a clearer vision for that area and set goals in line with that. And then the fourth point, teachers. Understanding that God has sent you prototypes of what that vision requires, and He would have you submit to them, serve them, and learn from them. I hope this video was valuable for you. Let me know in the comment section what stood out the most for you. I look forward to reading from you. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.